Well, hello everyone. I got a few emails asking me, telling me that they had an issues when they were trying to set up and configure their server. They always get that PHP default, the Apache default page. So what I'm going to be doing today, I'm going to go start from scratch. There's no instance, as you can see here. I don't have any servers running or anything. What I'm going to do, I went to Amazon website, official website, and they have a tutorial here about how do you create an EC2 instance and install a web server. I'm going to follow these instructions step by step, and let's see if we are going to have any issues. So the first step here is to create that instance. Now, again, that steps we already covered it. I'm going to go through them right now really fast, and then I'm going to come back to this part when we get to installing the Apache and serve and PHP and all these kind of details. So let's go ahead and do that. So first thing we need to do, we need to when you're going to log in, you're going to see a page that will look like this. You can click on the server here, and you click on EC2. Once you get to this page, EC2, it's probably going to take you to this dashboard page. Either way, if it's dashboard or instance here, what you need to do here, you need to look for the launch instance. So let me click here. For example, you will find it at the top right corner. I'm going to click here, and then I'm going to choose this one by default, the Linux free version here, selected. And then it's going to generate it for me. I'm going to select this free one as well. And then I'm going to go with the configuration here. This next configuration, this is important. The details here, I'm going to leave everything as it is. The only part that I really need to pay attention to is the security group. So add a storage, again, we'll go with 8. If you want to increase it, it's going to actually charge you for that. So just keep everything as default as it is. Tags, there's no need to worry about tags here. This is the part where you're just going to have to add another rule here. So what we're going to be looking at for HTML rule, if you go up here, it should be here. It is HTTP, sorry. Now here's the port number, which is 80. We'll just keep everything as it is. This will basically give you access to the web server. So I'm done here. Let's go ahead and launch. It's going to basically ask you to create a key pair. So let's go ahead and create one. I'm gonna call it PHP test. And let me make them all lowercases. PHP test. Now that I have my downloaded, I'm gonna keep it in download. And then let me close this and launch the instance. Of course, it's gonna take a few seconds. View the instance, and here it is. Let's just select it here. Wait a little bit until this is going to be changed to running. See, if I click here, I cannot go connect. This has to be moved and changed the status to be running. Now, again, remember here, what I'm doing here, I'm creating a virtual machine at a server that does exist at Amazon data centers. So physically, this is a hardware and software running, so it takes a little time. If you're going to try to get that done in your computer, believe me, it would take much longer than this. Now that I'm done, I can click connect, and I can click connect here, and now I'm going to have access. Now before I do that, let's just go ahead and give a test for this IP address. If I click here and go to the IP address, I will get the set page because I don't have anything installed in the system yet, which is good. Let's go here. So first thing first, we need to update our system. Now, what Amazon is suggesting here is to add this -y here. So I'm going to stick with whatever Amazon is telling me. So I'm going to copy that and Control V, and let's go. Should work. Just give it a time. Okay, now I'm done with the first step. Step number 2, look at this. He's asking you to install PHP software using this Amazon. Now this is something we might not, I don't remember if we got this done or not. So let's go ahead, step by step, just like Amazon is suggesting. I'm going to copy this. This page I'm going to send it later. Again, if you just Google creating EC2 instance and install a web server, you should get it. I'm going to send the link as well later. So let me just go ahead and copy, again, this link here. And let's go ahead and run it. Again, Control V here. Give it a little time. Okay, now I'm done with this step here. This is here just to verify, I think, that you got it. If you received an error, cannot found, then your instance was not launched with Amazon Linux 2 EMI. Hold it, this might have, perhaps you are using Amazon Linux EMI instead. You can view your version of Linux using the following command. Let me just copy that. I am pretty sure I didn't get any error messages. Let me just go up and see if there's installed. It's not showing me any error message, so I believe we have no problems. Let's just go follow the instructions that he's providing. No. I already got that part covered. Copy that. Now Control V. Oh, come on. What did I? Here. Let me copy this. Now Control V. And here it is. Amazon Linux Release 2. So is that what he's asking about? Linux 2. Exactly. So that basically means we have no problems, no issues. Now we need to install the Apache. Click here. Control V. That is done. Now, after we installed the Apache, he said that the page, let's see here, the Apache test page appears. Okay, let's go ahead and give that a try and see if that's the case. Oh, it's not showing yet. Let me go back. So after this, I should. Oh, sorry, I forgot that I have to start it. Let's go ahead and start it. Now it should work. And that's what he's suggesting. So everything's okay so far. Also, he's suggesting that we should run this command. This command, as I said before, it's basically every time you restart your server, it's going to automatically run the Apache. Now, so far, it looks like everything's okay. What we need to do, this is a little bit different than what I said before. We need to go to this folder, the var www folder. Inside this folder, we're going to start changing some elements. We're going to start adding a user to the Apache group, and then we're going to give them permission. All these Linux commands, you don't really have to worry about them right now. They'll just follow exactly what you want us to do. So if we just follow those instructions, we should be good. So first of all, he said to add the user to that group, and that basically means you need to navigate to that a folder. So let's go ahead and go to the root. Now at the root, we're gonna have to change var, then change www. So if you go back here, he wants you to go to this directory. Now inside this directory, this is what we're going to be doing. We are basically going to actually run this instance. This command. So let's go ahead and do that. Now after that, he wants us to log out and log in again. To do that, we need to actually come here. If I type exit, the whole thing is going to stop. It's not going to work. So I'm going to keep it as it is. I'm going to close this window. Let's go back here. Let's go back to the EC2. And I need to reboot. So let's click here. And we'll say reboot. Successful reboot. Now that, let's go ahead and click connect again. Go back to the server page. It will take a little bit. Oh, yep, it's not ready yet. Rebooting takes time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come here, refresh this page. Let me go back here. Click here. Let's see if I can connect again. Come on. Nope. Reboot basically means restart. So restart, it will take some time. So let's go ahead, go back here. You can test that by clicking here. Oh no, it should work as long as it's showing me that page. Let's go ahead and connect again. Come on, don't do that. Here we go. So I got it. Now let's go ahead and navigate back to that page. So change directory, go to the root, change directory, var www. Now I'm in that place. Now if I type groups, you'll see that user T has been added to the Apache group. Okay, user 2. And that's what he's asking me to. He said if you just click on groups, you will see that this line should be printed. So far we're doing good. Now this is where we're going to start changing permissions. And these commands here, again, you don't really have to worry about them. There's the course of Linux that explains all that, but this is not what we hear here. We're just going to follow them. Copy this. Let's put this here. So this is the first command. The second command is basically in two forms, like 2 lines. So copy them. Here, change the directory permission of W2 and its subdirectory to add a group write permission and set the group ID. Okay, to create in the future. Let's go ahead and do that. Control V. You can see that I have 2 lines. Now finally, recursively change the permission again. Hopefully this will work this time. Now it says that you can run any PHP files. Okay, so let's go ahead and type ls. What we need to do, we need to go inside HTML page and we need to write a file there, and then let's see. Basically, I'm pretty sure about this. Let's give it a try. We need to go inside the HTML and write a file because that's where we write our PHP file. So let's go to change directory, HTML. Now, if you go list, it's empty. Here's what you're going to do. First of all, sudo touch index.php. Now, if you go here, you will see PHP file. Now, what I'm going to do after that, I'm going to change the permission so I can write, because otherwise it's going to deny anything. So sudo chmod 77. This is against security, by the way, using 777, but I'm just going to go really fast about this. Now it's green. Index.php. Now let's go ahead and type nano, which is a text editor, and we'll type index.php. Now I have access. Let's go ahead and start writing a code. So first thing first, doc type HTML, and then after that we are going to type head. Let's close the head. Body. Let's close the body. And then let's close. Did I forget? Yeah, I forgot something. I need to put HTML here. In this area here, I'm just going to type question mark PHP, another question mark, and here we go, echo, single quotation. Let's put a head 1, test. Let's close that head 1. Oh, And then let's put semicolon. I do have a good feeling about this, by the way. H1, yep. So let's Control X, Control Y, exit. Let's just make sure that everything is saved. Cat index.html, and here it is. Okay, now a moment of truth. Please, please, pretty please, work. And here we go.